Remember the great toilet paper shortage of 2020? It was a time of uncertainty and fear, where everyday essentials suddenly became precious commodities. People rushed to stores, grabbing whatever they could find, often leaving shelves barren and empty. It was a stark reminder of how fragile our supply chains can be. Those unsettling images are back in 2025. Once again, we see the same scenes playing out in supermarkets across the country. Shelves that were once filled with goods are now empty, and the sense of panic is palpable. People are rushing to buy essentials, fearing that they might run out of the things they need most. Across the US, supermarkets face dwindling stockpiles as panic buying resurfaces. The crowded aisles and frantic shoppers are reminiscent of those early days of the pandemic. But this time, the reasons are more complex and multifaceted. Economic anxiety, inflation, and supply chain disruptions fuel this new wave. The rising cost of living has made it harder for people to afford basic necessities, and the ongoing supply chain issues mean that even when they can afford them, the products might not be available. Once abundant aisles now have gaping holes, reflecting growing apprehension. The sight of empty shelves is a stark visual representation of the underlying fears and uncertainties that many people are feeling. It's a reminder that our modern conveniences are not as guaranteed as we might like to think. The COVID-19 pandemic's aftershocks linger, leaving a legacy of unease. The pandemic has changed the way we live and shop, and its effects are still being felt today. The disruptions it caused to supply chains and the economy have not fully healed, and new challenges continue to emerge. This time, it's not just a virus but a perfect storm of factors driving the panic. Economic instability, geopolitical tensions, and lingering pandemic effects all contribute to the current situation. People are reacting to a combination of fears, and the result is a renewed wave of panic buying. The cost of living climbs, jobs disappear, and geopolitical instability adds to the fear. As prices rise and job security becomes more uncertain, people are feeling the pressure. The added stress of geopolitical events only heightens the sense of urgency and fear. People seek control by stocking up, even if it means emptying shelves for others. In times of uncertainty, having a stockpile of essentials can provide a sense of security. But this behavior also exacerbates the problem, leading to even more empty shelves and more panic. It's a cycle that's hard to break, but understanding the factors at play can help us navigate these challenging times. The current wave of panic buying is the result of multiple simmering factors. It's a perfect storm of economic pressures, social influences, and psychological triggers that have converged to create a climate of fear and uncertainty. Inflation erodes the value of the dollar, forcing families to stretch their budgets. As prices rise, the purchasing power of consumers diminishes, making everyday essentials more expensive and harder to afford. This financial strain is felt most acutely by those already living paycheck to paycheck. The Federal Reserve's interest rate hikes have had mixed results, adding to consumer frustration. While intended to curb inflation, these measures can also slow economic growth, leading to job insecurity and reduced consumer confidence. People are left wondering if their financial situation will improve or worsen. Supply chain disruptions, worsened by geopolitical tensions, lead to shortages and delays. The global supply chain is a complex and delicate system, and any disruption can have a ripple effect, causing delays and shortages of goods. This uncertainty makes it difficult for consumers to plan and budget effectively. Social media amplifies anxieties, spreading rumors of shortages and sparking fear-driven shopping. In the age of instant information, a single viral post can trigger widespread panic as people rush to stock up on essentials before they run out. This can create a self-fulfilling prophecy where the fear of shortages actually causes them. A single viral post can clear out stores in hours, making fear spread faster than ever. The speed at which information spreads on social media means that panic can set in almost instantly, leading to empty shelves and long lines at checkout counters. This rapid spread of fear can exacerbate the very shortages people are trying to avoid. This toxic mix of economic anxiety and supply chain uncertainty breeds panic. When people are unsure about their financial future and the availability of essential goods, it creates a fertile ground for panic buying. The combination of rising prices, supply chain disruptions, and social media-fueled fears can lead to a cycle of anxiety and hoarding, making the situation worse for everyone. Panic buying targets certain items more than others. Toilet paper, a symbol of the 2020 panic, tops the list again. Canned goods, bottled water, and non-perishable foods are also disappearing fast. Gasoline has become a source of anxiety, with drivers filling up at the slightest dip. Gun stores report record sales, with ammunition shelves stripped bare. This trend highlights deep-seated anxieties and the lengths people go to feel secure. The current economic climate fuels this surge in demand for essential items. The urge to stockpile in uncertainty is not new. Historically, humans hoard resources in times of war, famine, or disaster. Modern supply chains and government systems usually prevent scarcity. Panic buying now goes beyond rational response, driven by fear and social contagion. Negative news and empty shelves trigger primal fear, leading to irrational decisions. Social contagion amplifies this fear, creating urgency to follow others. Herd mentality can spiral out of control, causing widespread shortages. Understanding these psychological factors helps decode the phenomenon. Smart prepping is about being prepared, not panicked. It's about taking thoughtful steps to ensure you and your family have what you need without causing unnecessary stress or chaos. Assess your needs and create a plan for essential items. Start by making a comprehensive list of what you use daily and what you might need in an emergency. Discuss with your family to ensure everyone's needs are considered. Build a supply of non-perishable food, water, medications, and hygiene products. Think about items that have a long shelf life and can be stored easily. Rotate your stock to keep it fresh and usable. Aim for enough to last at least 2 weeks. This time frame is a good starting point for most emergencies, giving you a buffer to handle unexpected situations. Gradually build supplies over time, avoiding unnecessary strain on the supply chain. By purchasing a few extra items each time you shop, you can build your stockpile without causing shortages or panic buying. Preparedness is also about being informed and connected. Stay updated with reliable sources of information and engage with your community to share resources and knowledge. Know your local emergency services and evacuation routes. Familiarize yourself with the nearest shelters, hospitals, and other critical services in your area. Have a communication plan for family members in emergencies. Ensure everyone knows how to reach each other and where to meet if separated. Smart prepping ensures everyone has access to essentials without causing panic. By working together and planning ahead, we can create a more resilient and prepared community. Panic buying highlights the importance of community. Reach out to neighbors, friends, and family, especially those struggling. Share resources and offer support to ease anxiety. Volunteer or donate to local food banks and charities. These organizations provide vital assistance during crises. Working together ensures everyone has access to necessary resources. Community effort strengthens resilience in times of uncertainty. Kindness and compassion foster a sense of unity and support. We live in a world of increasing uncertainty. Economic volatility, geopolitical tensions, and climate change are major challenges. Learning from the past helps build resilience for the future. Embrace preparedness, compassion, and community. Focus on building a sustainable and equitable future for all. Our capacity for resilience and collective action can navigate uncertainty. Together we can build a better tomorrow for future generations.